to my childhood, and this is probably something that you wouldn't know, and it's called our city's very own lake.
Yeah.
Didn't know that, did you? In very cold winters, the city fire trucks would flood the upper Moody Park playing fields near 8th Avenue and 10th Street. Those upper fields didn't have any drainage, and huge swamps of water formed in that area from fall until spring. It was the closest New Westminster ever came to having its own lake, and it was the perfect place for an outdoor skating rink. If there was a snowfall, somehow the ice got cleared. Someone shoveled it. Probably 10th Street neighborhood kids brought their shovels across the street. They were the ones who got the most use out of the rink. I particularly remember being taken to Moody Park by my older sister Norma and her friends. Mother had made me nice warm ski pants out of a torn pair of my brother's heavy wool army pants, which I think were called battle dress, very heavy wool pants. It wasn't too long before I began to whine to my sister, I want to go home. It was cold and my knees hurt. My sister and her friends were having a great time. There was lots of boys there. Finally, I began to howl, and my sister relented and took me home. I think she was embarrassed by my antics. I think I was around 5 and she was like 11. And she was embarrassed about the fuss I was making. I remember she was really mad at me. And when we got home, Mother undressed me and she gasped when she saw my legs. The heavy, rough wool army pants material had worn the skin raw on the inner sides of my knees. My tender 5-year-old skin wasn't as tough as a soldier's. And from then on, when I put those ski pants on, I wore my nice soft flannelette pajama pants underneath. When New Westminster was granted the Canada Summer Games in 1973, all sporting venue improvements were paid for by a 3-way split between the federal, provincial, and civic governments. So New Westminster dug up the Moody Park upper fields and laid drainage pipes so the fields could be used all year round for soccer and softball, and they paid only 33 cents on the dollar. It was a bargain. But we lost the only lake we ever had.